analysts are warning that for Israel, this could be an opportunity to hit Iran in ways that it was never able to until now. But thank you so much, Reza, as always, for making time for us and joining us with your views. We also have with us currently Allan Sorenson joining us from northern Israel. Allan, what is the situation where you are currently?
No, I'm now in the northern part of Israel, actually at a point where soldiers are assembling or gathering to be taken to the northern border in order to take part in this land invasion of southern parts of Lebanon. And while driving here, Israel was attacked from Iran, and what I saw I saw a lot of missiles in the air being shot down, some of them being shot down, some of them flying over Israel. And at that time, in the end, I ended up here, entering this shelter behind me. I was stuck with I entered the shelter with around 20 Israeli soldiers and civilians. And we heard loud explosions over all this area. And before that, I was taken by surprise by the attack before I came here, and I had to lie down next to the road. And I saw a lot of other Israelis lying down as well because they were taken by surprise. This was a very comprehensive Iranian attack that came a lot faster than the previous Iranian attack in April. Because at this time missiles, long-range missiles were fired at Israel, and not drones and missiles. Drones take a longer time to reach their aim, but this time it was missiles, and they reached Israel within a matter of minutes.
Well, Allan, please stay safe. But having warned of severe consequences for Iran over any direct military attack on Israel, Washington is now being pressed on what happens next. Was Israel expecting this attack from Iran, given reports were suggesting US intelligence warned Israel of an imminent attack?
During this day, yes. I started hearing rumors around midday, around noontime, that something would be happening. But I didn't know what. And then later on in the afternoon, some American outlets, they started talking about a possible Iranian attack. And after that, the Israeli army spokesperson, Daniel Hagari, he himself went on live TV and said that Israel expected an attack from Iran. And that is what happened later on this evening. So Israel was prepared, and Israel's allies, especially the United States, were prepared as well. And it seems that most of the around 200 missiles that were fired from Iran on Israel were either shot down or they didn't hit their targets. But I must say that some rockets or some missiles, they actually inflicted damage in the area of Tel Aviv, also in an area in southern Israel. And the latest I hear is that a Palestinian have died in the city of Jericho near the Dead Sea, in the northern part of the Dead Sea, because of fragments that fell down from either from the missile or some of the missiles that shot the Israeli missiles that are shooting down the Iranian missiles. He was actually killed, this Palestinian, in Jericho from the fragments falling down from this missile.
Right. Meanwhile, Allan, we are hearing of celebrations breaking out on the streets of Tehran after Iran's missile barrage against Israel. In fact, Iran's UN ambassador in New York has just justified his country's missile attack, saying it acted in self-defense. We have heard this before, but Mr. Netanyahu has vowed to make Iran pay. How might Israel retaliate? What are you picking up on currently?
No, I see Israel going all out and hitting back. I don't know when they will hit back on Iran, but I definitely think that they will hit back. And they, according to Israeli politicians and also the army spokesman, Israel will retaliate on Iran. But what they will hit, we don't know. Regarding the land offensive or the land invasion, ground invasion of the southern part of Lebanon, I think Israel has been cautious from the beginning, and they are moving in step by step, not in in huge numbers of soldiers because they don't want mass casualties on their own side.
Right.
But from what I see tonight, I think that what we have seen today is just the beginning, because Israel is assembling a huge number of reserve soldiers. Between 100 and 200,000 reserve soldiers has been called in. And while I was driving from the Jerusalem area to this northern part of Israel, there were huge queues on the highway. Mostly, some of them were civilians, of course, but many of the cars were either parents carrying their sons to the north in order to let them assemble here so they can be taken to the border and eventually be sent into Lebanon. So there's a huge mass of soldiers being beefed up here along the border with Lebanon, and they expect in the coming few days to be actively fighting inside Lebanon.
Well, Allan, thank you so much for joining us with that update. Do stay safe. We will, of course, revert to you for regular updates.